right, it is time to bring it on. That's right, to all my hockey hat pack peeps. It's time to bring it on down to the Hockey Hat Shack because it is time for another edition, a winning edition of Islanders Hockey Post Game Report. Okay, let's get to the shilling. That's right, people. But hey, let's do it quick, do it fast. Check out the hockeyhatpack.blogspot.ca and you can click through to a whole bunch of great stuff. I mean, there's great stuff on the site, but at the bottom of the page, you can click through to the Twitter, Facebook, YouTube channel, and now Instagram. Check out all of these. The icons are huge. They're big. You cannot miss them. Also, check out the video game based on the Battle of the Bridge. That's right, the Golden Black attack that hit Moncton not that long ago, only a week ago actually. And check out this game. It is a lot of fun. But I also want you to check out these other great internet destinations for your Islanders hockey information. Okay, let's dig right into the report. That's right. Let's start out with the lowlights because we like to end on a high note. Lowlights, okay, it was really hard to find them. That was more maybe between picking the freaking soldier for tonight. I'm telling you, the freaking soldier of the game, it was a difficult one, but even harder was trying to find the lowlights. I would say briefly in the third period, there was a lull by the guys. There was a little bit of a letdown, but it's hardly noteworthy, so forget about it. Let's get right to the highlights. And wow, was there... I mean, I've said there's always been a lot of great individual play, even during this 12-game losing streak that we had here. That has been broken. I love saying that. But tonight, we had lots of great individual efforts like we've seen before, but it really was the cohesion of the unit that won this game. All those efforts came together. I'll talk about it in a couple minutes, a little bit more into the individuals because there were so many good ones that led to this game being really good. Turning point of the game. This is the first time we're putting this one up, but I think it is noteworthy, and you cannot get any better than David Henley's, that's right, Henluch's goal. From the top of the circle, it was a beauty. He was waiting for that puck just to hit the right spot, and boy, it hit the sweet spot of his stick and went in the sweet spot of the net, which is behind the opposition's goaltender. All right, final stats of the game. The Islanders, wait for it. The Islanders win the game 3-2 in a shootout. Oh boy, it was beautiful. Shots 40-33 for the Golden Black attack. They were actually a lot more than that at one point, and the Moncton Wildcats actually fought back hard with a lot of shots, but at the end of the day, they could not catch up to our buddies on the ice, the Islanders. All right, big win. Moncton was in town. We took them out big time, and this is one of the stars. He was hitting hard, moving fast. Dave, what do you think of the game?
It's a big game, big victory against Moncton, and we take the positive of the game because we play a very good game. So it's in the room, the boys was very happy, and it's a good feeling.
And this is actually your first game where there was a win, right?
No. The first game I played here against Shawinigan, we won in overtime in shootout, and I have 2 victories in. And
see, like he's making me look bad. Like look at this. You know. Okay, all right, man. Well, thanks for talking to us, and hey, great game, and I can't wait to see you guys playing tomorrow against the Titan.
Thank you.
Woo! See you later, boss. Boom. Broussard, Guy, Vance, Coble, PK, Mac. That's right. Craig McLaughlin, Goulet, Alexander Goulet, Henluch, David Henley. The list goes on, and that's why the freaking soldier of the game is the whole team. That's right. This was individual efforts combined with the cohesion. Great team effort. You could feel the vibe off that bench. And the positivity is there. There is a drive to this team that, are they going to make the playoffs? I think they are going to make the playoffs. Are they going to go far in the playoffs? Who knows? But it doesn't matter because this team is headed in the right direction. The next 2 to 3 years for this team is going to be exciting. Sky is going to be the limit for the Charlottetown Islanders Hockey Club. Okay, shout out. Yes, shout out to the father of Eric Broussard. Sorry, sir, I do not remember your first name, but the reason is because we were chatting before and after the game, and I was just having a good time chatting with you. This dude is a very friendly, straight shooting kind of guy, but I'll tell you, those are the type of people I really like to talk to. And so that makes it 2 games in a row that I've met a father of a player, because the last game, of course, I met Mr. Cortez. So I wonder who's the next father on the list. I'm not sure. I'm curious to see who comes up to me tonight versus the T10. But seriously, I'm really stoked that the people are actually just coming up to me with so many kind words, be it for what I do at the rink, be it for my online stuff, whatever. And but also the fact that they just want to come up to me, say hi, talk about the team, and talk about hockey in general. And I love that because I am a fan. And as I appreciate all these great kind words, I appreciate them just saying, hey, let's just, sit and talk about the team. So thank you very much to all of you that have come up to me in the past, be it the fathers, Mason McDonald's father, Mr. Cortez, Mr. Broussard, anyone else that I meet or anyone else that I have met that I have not mentioned. Thank you for coming up to me. Thank you for talking, because your kind words fuel the fire for me to keep putting out more and more information online, or just being able to get me out of my seat to try to get the crowd going. So thank you, thank you. Okay, now before we go, I was interviewed by my good buddy from the Moncton Wildcats organization, Mr. Steve Young, and I'm going to put that right before the credits and check it out. It was a good interview. One thing with Steve that I love is that he will interview you and it could go in any direction. And I'm up to that challenge. And that's the one thing I love about it, is that talking to Steve is fun, but the information gets out, and he is a total professional. And Steve, last night might be the last time I see you until next season, but dude, have a great summer if I don't see you again. And of course, we'll communicate continuously on Twitter. All right, so that's the end of the show, people. What a big win. I am happy. I'm surprised I even slept last night. I think I got about 3 hours sleep, but that's all right. I am high as a kite on Islanders hockey, and I want you to get down to that rink. Hashtag cheer with Hockey Hat Guy. Get up, dance, shake your hands. I don't care what you do, but you got to be there for this team, because there's nothing but great days ahead. All right, so until next time we meet, keep your stick on the ice and don't get stuck.
Joining us at their second intermission by High Demand, a big Moncton Wildcats fan favorite, even though he's an Islander fan. Hockey Hat Guy joining me live. First of all, how did you think the trip went? I mean, selling out, bringing 40-plus fans over to Moncton, that must, just sit back and look at that, and on the accomplishment side, you got to be pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, I would definitely, it's a financial success for sure. And I've been told it's been 8 years since we've had a successful fan bus. So that's a big thing. That's a big step in the right direction, and I'm glad we went to Moncton for it.
Now, I know you just didn't sit back in your seat and watch the hockey game. You actually got out, and a number of Wildcat fans came up and met you, including our buddy Brent. What was that like to see kind of a nice camaraderie, friendly rivalry thing start to develop a little bit?
Well, it was surprising, because the first time I went there, I was in Section 23. I got heckled out of there big time. And this trip was the exact opposite. I got to see so many great Moncton Wildcats fans, some that follow me on Twitter, you know, and it was just a great feeling. Like, I was like, okay, this is what it's all about, and Moncton has this. And I'm looking forward to the next bus trip over there.
I love your positivity, but you've got a real challenge being an Islander fan right now. I'm not trying to be a mean guy here, but it's interesting because a lot of people would look at the glass as empty right now. You've lost 12 in a row. It's that time of season, life and death to make a playoff spot after you're almost in the, you were in the CHL top 10 way back at the start of the season, yet you stay positive about the experience and about what you see. Obviously you see something building that you like.
The direction. After the trade period happened, you could see that our general manager, Grant Saunier, has this direction of these fast, young, gritty players, including Mason McDonald in net. Put all that together. Yes, is it going to be a fight to make the playoffs? Of course. But there is a direction. You know, you can have all the change in the world, but if you have that direction, and I'm trying to get the fans to see that, and they are starting to see that, actually. The more educated fans of hockey are seeing that. So it's a great thing. And, hey, if we make the playoffs this year, that's a bonus. But I believe that in the next 2 to 3 seasons, you're going to see this team contending big time.
Team speed is a big thing for me. That's one of the things I actually look at from a fan perspective. I want to see a fast skating, up and down kind of Edmonton Oilers kind of approach to things. And I think there are pieces in Islanderland that have that exact approach.
Absolutely. I mean, we got guys like Goulet, Sprong. A lot of the guys that we picked up are just these young, fast players. And on top of it, we got the structure. Like, everyone seems to be on the right page. Like, Steve, we lost the game to the Armada the other night. 5-2, I believe it was, on Saturday. And I'm telling you, after that game, because they put a great effort in, they're going against number 2 in the queue. And they had an unbelievably great effort. And after that game, you could tell they were a team. They were united. They knew they tried their best. They just couldn't get it done because they're a young team still trying to gel. And that's a positive. That's totally a positive. And I tell the fans that on my shows.
One of the things I noticed on the Islander website was, and we talked to George a little bit about it when we were here last time, they are trying to get a radio broadcast off the ground on the island. How big a deal is it that you don't have that?
I think it is essential to have a radio broadcast. You know, we absolutely need that to promote the team, to get it out there. It's old school. You know what I mean? I love sitting down and listening to the radio, especially you, Steve. Of course, I like listening to you. But, you know...
Well played, my friend. Well played.
No, it's the truth, though, man. It is the truth, and we need that old school vibe, the radio going out there. We get the promoting going. It could be a moneymaker for sure, absolutely. But that's not the point. The point is we've got to spread the word about the Charlottetown Islanders, and it'll bring people to the arena.
One last plug. Tell us about where they can see your post-game reports and all that other great information you put forward for Islander fans.
I just say go to the HKYhatpack.blogspot.ca, go to the bottom of the page, and click on all those nice little fine, shiny things, be it Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Get there and have a good time. It's free, people. Woo!
Thanks for doing this.
No problem, buddy.